Hi, everybody. This is my second try at doing H5, which is in Algebra 1. It's in the properties section. It's the last section in properties, which is identify equivalent equations. And I kept making little arithmetic errors. So hopefully I won't do any more of those. I don't check myself with a calculator, so occasionally I will make a mistake. It's not a matter of understanding what the problem is. It's just silly arithmetic errors. So hopefully I won't make too many this time. Here we go. We're going to do H5. Identifying equivalent equations. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, so here's the trick. We've got 14 is equal to 6 minus t. And if you take a look at this one, this first one, let me point at it. I multiplied by -6 on the right. And if I multiply by -6 on the left, it does not give me -90. So that one is wrong. In the second one, I multiplied the right side of my equation by 7. And I also multiplied the other side of my equation by 7. And it does not give me 84. 84 times 7 is not, 7 times 14 is not 84. 12 times 7 is 84. And in this one, we multiplied by -2 on the right, but we did not multiply by -2 on the left. In the last one, we multiplied by -4 on the right, and we also multiplied by -4 on the left, and that is the only one that's true. It is really easy to make an error because they give you multiplications that look really nice. All right, so we divided by -11 on the first one. We divided by -11 on the left, and we also divided by -11 on the right. So that one is okay. In the next one over, we divided by -5 on both sides, which is correct. In the next one, it is incorrect because obviously it can't be the same as this one. It can't be different than this one if it has the same on the right. And the last one, same deal. Obviously, if this one is correct, then this one must be wrong. So I don't even have to check it. We just have to be careful. Alrighty then. In this one, we subtracted 3 from both sides. And sure enough, it's correct. In this one, we subtracted 6, and it is not correct. In this one, we subtracted 7, and it is not correct. In the last one, we subtracted 5, and it is not correct. The only one that is correct is the first one. Let's see what we got here. In this first one, we subtracted 13 from the right, and we also subtracted 13 from the left. In this one, we subtracted 7, but on the other side, we did not. In the third one, we subtracted 2 from the right and 2 from the left, so it is correct. And in this final one, we subtracted 5 from the right, but we did not subtract 5 from the left, so it is only those two. Use the properties of equality. So clearly we subtracted 14 from the left and subtracted 14 from the right. We subtracted 4 from both sides. In this one, we subtracted 13 from both sides. And in this one, we subtracted 10 from both sides. Looks good. Be careful. They might get in one, all of them. All right, we divided by -11 on both sides. We divided by -3 on both sides. In this one, we divided by +11 on both sides. And in this one, we divided by -3, and that does not give us 9. Okay. It is really easy to make an error, so just be careful. And I will point at the one I'm talking about. On the left, we divided by -5, and also on the right. In this one, we divided by +5 on the left, but not on the right. In this one, we divided by -5, but not on the right. And in this one, we divided by +5 on both sides. So it's fine. In this first one, we multiplied by 4 and distributed it on the left. And we multiplied by 4 on the right, which is correct. In this one, we multiplied by negative 17 on the left. And if we multiply by negative 17, we do not get 68. In this third one, we multiplied by negative 7 on the left, and we multiplied by negative 7 on the right. And in this final one, it looks like we distributed positive 2 to both parts, and we multiplied the other side by positive 2 as well. Let's see if I don't make a mistake on this one. All right, we added 9, on the first one, we added 9 to the right, and we also added 9 to the left. We added 7 to both sides. Did we add 8 to both sides? Let's see, no. It would have been 15 over here. On the last one, we added 3 to both sides, so we only get those 3. And we're almost done. This one's going pretty quickly. All right, so we added 4 to the left and 4 to the right. In this one, we added 9 to both sides. Yes, we did. In this one, we added 8 to the left, but we added 9 to the right. And in this one, we added 12 to one side, but only 10 to the other side. So it's only the first 2. In this first one, we divided by 2 on the left and divided by 2 on the right. In this one, we divided by negative 15 on the right and negative 15 on the left. In the third one, we divided by negative 6 on both sides, which we did. And in this last one, we divided by positive 6 on both sides. So all of these are true. What? Which one did I mess up? Oh my God, I'm such a spaz. Oh, 86. I'm such a spaz. Well, it does happen. Make sure you review your answer, and I answered that one was correct. It is really easy to make an error. Silly rabbit. Okay, so let's see if I can do the rest right. We subtracted 2 from both sides. I'm gonna double check my work. I thought I would. I subtracted 5 from both sides. Yep. I subtracted 4 from both sides. Yep. And I subtracted 3 from both sides. It's looking good to me. Hopefully I won't mess it up again. Oh, I hate it when you do that. Okay, let's see. We multiplied by negative 4, which does give us positive 92. Okay. What did we multiply by on the right here? We multiplied by 2 on the right, and we multiplied by 2 on the left. Yeah. In this third one, we multiplied by 5 on the left, and we multiplied by 5 on the right. And in this last one, we multiplied by negative 2, but this one, of course, should have been 35 in the denominator, so that one's wrong. They're going to try and trick me the same way. Silly. All right. In this first one, we divided by 3 on both sides, but no, that would have been negative 9. In this one, we divided by negative 9 on both sides, which is correct. In this one, we divided by positive 9 on both sides, which is also correct. And in this last one, of course, if we divide by positive 9, we better not get a different answer. Looks good now. And looks like we've got a few more. Okay. Looks like we added 12, which is correct if we had 12 to both sides. If we had 10 to both sides, we would have gotten 17 there. In this one, we added 4 to the left and 4 to the right. And in this one, we added 6 to the left, but not to the right. Come on. All right, looks like a couple more maybe. In this first one, we divided by negative 2 on the right, but not on the left. In this one, we divided by negative 2 on both sides. Looks good. In this one, we divided by 8 on both sides. And in this one, we divided by -4. Man, that is really tempting, isn't it? See that negative? That should have been -22, shouldn't it? All right, looks good now. And maybe one more, maybe 2. All right, looks like we subtracted 16 from both sides. This one definitely looks good. We subtracted 2 from both sides. It looks good. We subtracted 16 from both sides. Nope, should have gotten a 2 right there. And in this one, we subtracted 14 from both sides. And it now looks good. And we have to do a last one. Okay, let's see if we can keep from messing this up. We divided by -9 on the right, and we divided by -9 on the left, but we would have gotten -9. In this next one, we divided by 27 on the right, and we divided by 27 on the left. Ah, tricky looking. In this one, we divided by -12 on the left, and we divided by -8 on the right. In this last one, we divided by -3 on the right, and we definitely did not divide by -3 on the left. So it looks like that first one is the only answer that is correct. And we're all done. So hopefully you can recognize and do your arithmetic better than I did and get her done. So see you next time. Bye.